to know. From masterpieces to deep fried tacos. And if the movie sucks, you might hear them say, there's no telling where the guys will take you. Get ready for a spoiler. Won't say it twice, cause we already warned you. Better watch out, it's gonna ruin the plot. Real spoilers. Real spoilers. Real spoilers.
Broadcasting from the lush but not lavish studios located in the basement of the O'Keefe Institute for Advanced Film Snarkitude. This is Real Spoilers, episode 873.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Defending Your Eternity.
Why don't we just jump to 973 and then we could be like, oh, we're almost to 1,000.
And people
No
are
one would notice.
Where,
No one
where
would-
did those 100 episodes go?
Nobody's paying attention. They're behind a paywall.
That's right.
They're
We
all
just-
behind a paywall.
We put in the,
Actually, that's not
hey,
untrue.
we put in Review STL podcast.
Oh my God.
Think of that.
Throwing
Do,
a
they-
few-
do you have those still?
I need to find them, but
Throwing
man.
a few clip outs.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
that
there.
would
We're
get us
there.
some money though.
Yeah.
That'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to pay us for that.
Maybe we should do a crossover.
The clip out,
Yeah.
or with real spoilers, or with Review STL.
The clip out, the one that actually is profitable.
We should do a crossover with Review STL where it's
Oh, what?
it's just us again.
Yeah. Steve shows up every once in a while.
Maddie Blackie
Yeah.
pops
Oh
back in.
my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
So I guess let's go around the table and we can introduce ourselves.
It's Joe. I'm back.
This is Kevin. I'm
Yeah.
still here.
And this time I'm also still here. I'm not scared of musicals. They don't
Look.
they don't threaten my masculinity, mainly because I don't have any.
I heard you did turn gay after the last episode. Is that
I mean,
true?
wow.
Or?
Turn?
Yeah, that's a spectrum, Kevin. Have you learned nothing in the last 5 years? It's a spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's 100% straight.
Yeah, I'm just happy he finally felt comfortable enough. Wicked for Good did it. Jonathan Bailey. I mean, I can't blame him.
Did I see that
He
he's
is the world's sexiest.
I was
man.
just gonna
That's
say
what-
that. Yeah.
So I mean,
Good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well
it's great.
done.
First
I'm assuming
gay man. I think.
he's the spoilers. He's the Tin Man.
No, he's a scarecrow.
No,
Scarecrow.
yeah.
Scarecrow, right.
Yeah.
They're not going to give it to a munchkin.
Oh my God.
But also, Munchkins.
I can say the M word.
As a munchkin.
As a munchkin.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
But
right.
also,
allowed.
Yeah, I'm allowed.
in this movie, Wicked for Good, and I know we still haven't done introductions.
we got our names
But
out.
I know whatever you call this, the shameless plugs.
Yeah.
But Munchkins are not like we represent the Lollipop Guild. They're just like 5 foot instead of 6 foot. You know what I mean? They're like they made them not.
So wait,
offensive.
They're not little people. They're just short.
Okay.
They just
Interesting.
They would just have to get their pants hemmed.
Yeah, it's,
That's all.
Shop in the small department.
Right. They have to get their jeans from Ash and Erie.
Oh my God. Nobody else is gonna get that reference.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It's just me because that's where I get my jeans.
Is that really where you
It
get your
is.
jeans?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
is
what
Ash
it
and
is.
Erie?
It's a
like
jeans that are for short people.
really okay. Is it a store or like an online?
It's an
shop?
online
okay,
shop.
got
but
it.
Today's episode brought to you in part by.
Please, Ash and Erie. Yeah.
and like I do take some pride in the fact that I get
You're on the larger side of Ash.
longest pants that they sell, which was always the most frustrating thing for me because like when I would go into all the jeans were just like an inch too long.
What
like the
size
short-
is it? Like
It's like 29.
they
Oh.
sell that in the stores.
Is that-
Good luck.
I know, but
Every
like
once in a while,
Tom's like, have I got a
I
story
know.
for
you
you?
stumble across a 29, but
Okay.
most of them start at 30.
because I buy 30.
Yeah.
'cause,
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
He
have
likes
long
to show-
torso, short legs.
He likes to
fair
show
enough.
a little ankle.
I just something in my family. Long torso, shorter
Long
legs.
torso. I wear 30. Depends on the jeans. It's either a 34
yeah, I
or a
mean-
32.
Yeah, but I've seen. I know I've been like 29. Like sometimes they go below 30.
It's very
But,
rare.
yeah.
It's very
It's the boys
rare.
department. It's,
I will also say they're just out of the blue one day. Rivers Cuomo from Weezer,
yeah.
Oh,
I guess, must be short.
He's a short king.
okay.
Yeah,
Say it ain't so.
Because he was doing ads for Ash and Erie.
Oh, really?
Okay.
It popped up in my
Oh.
feed. I was like, why is Rivers Cuomo here?
I mean, if there's anybody, it could.
It's
It's
like,
not Napoleon.
if only Ronnie James Dio was still on, he could be doing.
I need that commercial immediately.
I have it in my head like the celebrities I've met who I am taller than. and there aren't many.
Okay.
So it's
I'll
like,
never forget. I have bigger hands than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
What? Oh, you went to the Grauman's?
No.
Oh,
When
Planet Hollywood?
they had
Yeah.
Planet Hollywood down here, they had them all
your
on the
hands
wall.
are bigger than Schwarzenegger's?
My hands are bigger than Schwarzenegger's.
Schwarzenegger's pretty short.
He
isn't
is.
he?
He's like 5. I think he might be 5'10", 5'11". But I mean, when you're
So it's just
when you're
wide.
when your wing or when your your bust size
Yeah.
is
Your
huge.
bust size.
You don't think that's what he calls
Chest,
it?
Probably
chest
not.
size, probably.
I know
but
what I said.
Your bust.
But yeah, so I was taller than Ronnie James Dio. None of these will shock anybody, I don't think. I
Yeah.
was taller than Davy Jones,
Okay.
and I was taller than Paul Williams.
Oh yeah.
What about Paul
Williams?
What
is
about Paul
short.
Anka?
I haven't met Paul Anka.
all right.
So
That's fair.
I was taller than the Cheetah Girls. I don't know if that really counts.
Taller
were
than children.
What
They
about
were-
Zach Wilde? How
they-
tall?
Yeah.
That was a callback to a joke.
Yeah,
when Kevin.
he's
didn't-
How about
definitely taller
Ozzy?
than I am.
Yeah.
I have not met Ozzy.
Oh,
I
not yet.
It depends on. Jesus Christ.
wow. I mean, I'm not getting any younger, so
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a dig at Tom or an Ozzy joke.
Hey, just a choose your own adventure over here.
the Cheetah Girls were freakishly short
That's how I felt about Taylor Swift, but in the opposite.
because she's very
Because she
tall,
is
and
very
lanky.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. She came walking around a corner. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, because you see in a lot of her pictures, she kind of hunches.
She does.
over.
That's how she walks.
Could you imagine
Yeah.
if you got a picture with her?
Taylor Swift is. I mean,
This
for,
was pre
for
pop.
I know. So
for
I'm
as
like,
famous as Taylor Swift is.
Yeah.
she's actually relatively easy to get a picture with. Like she is very quick to
Like
stop and take
fan-oriented.
pictures, and or when she's doing a show,
Yeah.
there's very large meet and greets. I mean, I'm one of the few like radio people that doesn't have a picture with
Wow.
Taylor Swift. Like almost
Okay.
everybody I know from that world has a picture with Taylor
Okay,
Swift.
Interesting.
okay.
Like she's very amenable to
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
You know who is
Gotcha.
tiny though?
Who?
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, really?
Tiny. Yeah, like right below my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's gotten taller since you've been gone.
Oh, Jesus. Katy Perry is tall though.
Oh,
Also tall.
Come
oh,
on,
like a
song pun.
firework?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Like a firework?
That's exactly it.
Fireworks tall?
Well, they're up in the sky.
Well, that's not.
You know how big they
That's
got to
not
be pretty
tall.
big if
I
they
feel
explode
like
in the sky.
did
and
you watch?
they're huge.
Did you watch the other guys recently?
No,
Oh, you just doing like TLC references? Like, come on.
don't go chasing waterfalls.
Did you just make a TLC reference? I don't know what that is.
I still think in the other guys that
He is the MVP. Michael Keaton is the MVP of that movie.
But he's great. He is great in that movie. But the Samuel L. Jackson rock surprise,
Oh, sure.
I think is just one of the best.
It is pretty
that
great.
You would never see.
yeah, it is very
That's
funny.
good.
So,
Oh, sorry. Back
that's
to
okay.
Yeah.
Before we dig in shameless plugs, don't forget we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, wherever you find a podcast, you can find us while you are there. Be sure and follow us so you never miss an episode. Maybe leave us a review. Oh, he's gonna go check.
You got one?
I know. I just gotta check.
What,
know-
you didn't have enough time off the last?
I know.
What do you think I was doing?
Who knows?
Life,
man.
Watching Halloween ends.
We
and
try
kills?
not to think about what you're doing when you're not.
Is that
in
what you
front
think
of
I
us.
do in my free time? Is just watch Halloween Ends? That's the only thing I do.
can't even
Hey,
picture
no,
what you-
no.
Oh.
Sometimes you watch Halloween Kills.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You got to get them together.
I honestly couldn't imagine. I've never really thought about what he does when we're not recording. But
Yeah.
if I had to choose something, it'd be watching Halloween Ends and Kills. I have no idea what else he
He's
does.
just recording a
funny.
podcast by himself
Yeah.
about Halloween.
There
Kills.
is
There's an
a
archive.
there.
Of,
Yeah, I just do an audio commentary every time I watch it. Be like,
Yes.
oh, as a matter of fact, in this.
It's just an hour and 45 minutes of him going, "Ooh, that's a good one."
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Go
this
get
part.
him, Corey. Go get him. We do not have a review.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So, which is why you should go leave us one.
That's right.
You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Real Spoilers. While you're there, like the page, join the group. It's called the League of Show Sharers because we're hoping you will share an episode. It's the shortest ever League of Show Sharers episode because Kevin didn't post it on Facebook. So
Man, we recorded on a Wednesday, which is 4 days later
throws
than
off
usual.
his rhythm.
That's right.
Thursday was Thanksgiving.
He's a big fan of the rhythm method.
Friday, instead of spending the morning with my family, I edited the podcast to get it out.
So you were happy. That's all you're saying.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Sorry, I did.
Joe
it's-
thinks Kevin's family sucks.
What the hell?
Look, I'm
That's
just
what
saying
Joe
there's
thinks.
there's plenty of stuff that Kevin has edited out of this podcast to make him sound more likable.
Oh yeah. So I'm just
Joe's like, I've met your family, and they're trash.
That's not true.
I'm just saying that I did. It was my fault, but man, I was trying to get this thing up so it wouldn't be another week delay. So that's all.
So anyway, the people that shared it over on the Twitter, because I ain't calling it the other thing.
Yeah.
He didn't send me a check.
Until he does.
Joe Batista.
Hey, I did it on time.
Good
That's
job.
it.
Thank you. Oh,
What
That's
about
it,
Gus
just the one.
Batista?
Oh,
He wasn't
he
on
ain't-
there,
he ain't
so
got-
hopefully
He
he
doesn't, he doesn't do the X. He's too proud.
yeah, he ain't got no Twitter.
Yeah. He took a stand, unlike his son. Michael Ryan, Colby Mack, Geek to Me Radio, Edit Photo Gamer, Mike and Oscar, Nostalgia Cast, Batman Rye Guy, In Session Film, Ronnie Castle, Matt Nigley, and Ryan Terry. There you go.
Got
that
it.
was about how short the list was. That was not a commentary on Ryan
Ryan
Terry,
Terry.
just to be clear.
Ryan Terry's tall.
Is
What
he
does that
really?
have to do with whether or not I made a fart noise after his name?
No, you said it doesn't have to do with how short the list is. So I'm just saying he's tall.
Is he tall?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's like 6'2" or 6'3". Like, because I went to Universal Studios when I went there several years back. and
Yeah.
we hung out, and yeah, nice guy, of course. And but I'm like, yeah, he's a tall guy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Everybody's taller than me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Except for Paul Williams.
Oh, and
Davy Jones and Ronnie James Dio.
what about the Cheetah Girls?
And
Did
the
you
Cheetah
ever?
Girls.
Okay. I just
Well, but
wanted-
if you stack them all on top of each other and let them wear a
do
trench
they
coat,
count?
Little,
Wait,
ra-
do they?
little rascal
are they
style.
Voltron? They
One- they just
combine
make a
to-
cheetah.
To a, oh my God, that's
Just make a
it.
cheetah.
I was just picturing the Cheetah Girls combining. Okay, anyway.
Should we?
Wait, how old were they?
Yeah, hold on.
They're adults.
How old were they when you met them?
They were adults.
Are you
They-
sure?
They never hired kids to play kids. It costs too much money.
Okay,
They're
well, we're
always
moving
adults.
on past that, but should we pitch a Cheetah Girls movie where they combine like a Voltron into a cheetah?
Oh, brother, that already exists. Just not on any sites that you've seen.
All slash fiction.
Got him.
Odd.
The Cheetah superpower
I was
is-
thanking of like a Disney Plus, like a kid show we could make bank on. I wasn't thinking of anything
We can
else.
definitely
you
see
can
what-
make bank.
Yeah, you can make bank. All right.
Spank Bank.
Oh, gee.
The Cheetah superpower is scissoring.
Oh.
Scissoring. That's right.
You started it. You started it.
Oh.
So, what else do I say during shameless plugs? Oh yeah,
YouTube?
we Patreon at .com/real spoilers for $5 a month to get all sorts of bonus content, and we still need to do what are we doing next? Superstar. I gotta watch
Yeah,
it.
Superstar. Yeah, I need to watch that as well.
I remember that being pretty funny, but again, I was a kid at the time.
Yeah.
That's what I said. This is like that weird.
I was 38.
I was checked out of the SNL movies at this point, so I don't.
Based on the box office, so was America.
Wait, so was Night at the Roxbury like the end for you, where you were like,
It was
I
before,
don't care about
No, it was
these?
before that.
Oh, it was before that. You
Yeah,
didn't
I'd never
like
seen.
Roxbury?
Oh no, I mean I liked it now that I've watched it.
Oh, yeah,
you
but you,
didn't
but
see
you
it.
didn't
I did
care
not
about
see
it
it,
as a
no.
kid. Okay.
Nope,
Gotcha.
no. I wasn't a kid though. That was like, what did we say that
Well,
was?
I don't mean a
90s
little kid. I just mean like
97?
teenager
I
or
forget.
whatever.
Yeah, I was. No, I was done.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
But and then YouTube, watch them over there.
there it is.
Hey, we're picking up steam.
We did.
We-
There was a
oh.
comment from. I replied to a comment from a guy that I'd never. A commenter.
We're very steamy over on YouTube.
What'd they say?
Basically that he also did not want to see Wicked, but
Oh.
he and his wife went, and he went to go see Badlands, and she went to
That's
go
the
see
old-
Wicked.
yeah.
And I was like, that's brilliant, dude. That's the way to do it.
That's how they
Did they-
used to do it.
Tit for tat.
Hey now.
Yeah, Predator was tat.
Did they when Wicked came out the first time? I feel like there was a lot of. I would almost put it with Barbie, and like the hype for that.
Yeah, it was another one. I mean, I
The
don't
first Wicked. I feel like I didn't get that with the
because
second.
you weren't at the theater,
Oh,
brother.
maybe that's true.
I mean, I'm telling you, I said it on the episode, but I was looking. They had one theater, like each multiplex had like 20, 30 screenings
Yeah.
of this thing every 30 minutes. And I was like, okay, surely the 10:30 a.m. not going to be packed. Okay, 11 packed, 11:30 packed, 11:45 packed. I sat
that's great.
sat
Good for
ground level, like not like where the aisle is to walk into the theater.
Yeah.
I was like, on the further back side of the aisle, but like ground level. And I never sit there, but I had to. Otherwise, it was just
That's crazy.
yeah. And then people were in the front with their necks cranked up. That's how.
That's
packed
why.
this-
I mean,
yeah.
good. I'm happy they're in the theater.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, did you see? But speaking of movies with box office, it's not Eternity. Did you see Zootopia's box office opening?
No, what was
No.
it?
Over 500 million worldwide.
But so
it is possibly going to be the largest animated opening of all time and one of the top 5 openings of all time.
Which
wild.
is why
This
we
movie-
decided to do Eternity.
yeah.
I will say, it's fantastic.
Is it?
It's very, very good. Sometimes when they get to those sequels,
Sure.
I feel like they've kind of like, we need to get this out now.
Yeah.
I feel like with Zootopia, they took their time. They got the script right. They got everybody back. Everybody you want to come back is back.
I can't believe Zootopia was 2016.
Yeah,
9 years. That does not seem that old for whatever reason.
But they got so focused on getting the next one out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like after that one, I feel like after Zootopia is kind of when Disney hits the skids a little bit, like with their animated stuff. Right?
So Moana was the same year, right? 2016. That was huge.
It's massive.
Or 2015.
I
it
did
was
see the
very
trailer for
close.
that.
Oh, the live action?
I'm just kinda
where
like-
they don't even show The Rock. That's not a good sign when you don't show the main guy and it's The Rock that's playing
It
him.
is.
I don't know what that's going to look like, honestly.
It's insane to me that is happening.
Yeah.
And the fact I thought it was
I
kind
know.
of like, oh, they're just gonna do, well, but it's like, that's not even that old. Like, what are you? Go back and do.
That seems crazy to do a live action. Do a Sword in the Stone.
Yes, do the Black Cauldron.
Do the Black
Do-
Cauldron. Do something that.
But that's not an IP that anybody cares about. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
They-
That's true.
they-
Treasure
you know.
Planet or
Yeah.
But we've said it for over 10 years now. Remake the movies that have potential but were bad,
Right.
not the good ones. And I heard someone else say that the other day, and I'm like, motherfucker.
they've been listening
We've
to
been
the show.
saying that
People
for.
were like, "You're a genius," and he goes viral.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. No, they were seriously. They were this big movie podcast or whatever. That's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you should remake the ones that. It was like Red Letter Media. It was someone super famous.
Yeah.
I'm like, we've been saying that forever. That's where you do the
That
remakes.
is, I mean, I understand doing the Jungle Book and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but going into the Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and
Yeah.
like the Disney Renaissance, that movies that aren't that old. I mean, they are older, but you know, the fact that Moana, which is a Disney movie that is fully animated, and now they're gonna do a Moana live action. That's when they showed what's the chicken's name?
Hey.
When they show Hey Hey and it's a CGI chicken.
Does it look like a chicken?
No, it looks like Hey Hey.
Oh. So that's what they need to do, because with the Lion King backlash, don't make them look like
But
legit.
what's the point of doing it then? You're just doing it to,
Yeah, you're just doing.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a pointless remake. That one is mind-boggling. Other than again, just why do you split Wicked up? Why do you? It's box office.
Yeah.
But it's
And
so
Disney
unnecessary.
needs wins. Honestly,
Yeah.
they need to. They've got the Avengers stuff coming, but that's
So we
not for-
chose not to do one of the highest-grossing openings of all time
Yes.
to one of the best animated movies of the past 10 years.
Instead, we picked a movie that made $2 million.
Why? Because it's the only thing we could see in time.
Yes. So,
But it's A24.
but you're not here for the movies. You're here for us.
That's
For the witty banter.
That's
Yes.
right.
The
Which is why we're
reporte.
30 minutes into this episode.
Haven't talked about it once.
Haven't talked about the movie one time.
But
I'm sure the comments on YouTube will be pointing out.
That's every time.
But I think this is a fascinating concept. So I saw this trailer before one of the things that
I had never
we
seen
had to-
anything about this.
Oh,
I
that's
I
good,
had
yeah.
seen.
It's because your algorithm is so masculine.
No, so
You
masculine
just get ads for hymns.
and true classic. That's what I get.
And liquid death.
oh, that's Matt Reedy.
Yeah, that's Matt Reedy.
Now let me say this again in case he's listening out loud and his Alexa is listening. Matt Reedy, Liquid Death. Liquid Death, Matt Reedy.
He
Okay,
loves it.
Continue.
I had seen Elizabeth Olsen doing the rounds. I had seen Miles Teller doing the rounds, and I had never seen the trailer for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you guys were like, "Let's do that," and I was like, "All right, okay, I'll do it."
But I think it's a fascinating concept. So like I said, I saw this trailer before something and I was like, what is this? I'm like, oh, Miles Teller, like him. Elizabeth Olsen, thinks she's great. Don't know this other guy. Apparently he's dating Dua Lipa or something, maybe. I don't know.
I thought she married some crocodile wrangler.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's another pop star or something. I don't know. I don't know who this other guy is, to be perfectly honest.
Which I think is one of the drawbacks of this movie. Overall, I like this movie, but
But there's not a guy that that you're like,
look, when you have the whole movie hinges on who is she going to pick, the famous guy or the not famous guy, I feel pretty confident she's going to pick the famous guy.
What was the one that just came out with Chris Evans and the girl from 50 Shades of Grey, Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, the Materialist.
The Materialist.
Yeah,
Because I wasn't the other guy like a famous guy.
I thought the other guy was Pedro Pascal. Was in
Oh,
there.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So famous.
I
guy.
heard that was terrible.
I didn't see it, but it's like, okay, now you don't. Okay,
Now
you've
you
got,
right, but
you've
you
got Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal.
Right,
You're
right. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Right? So,
When
okay.
you watch Philadelphia Story, and she's got to pick
Very
between
good.
Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart.
What are you
you're
gonna
like, That is an embarrassment of riches. I don't know which way she's gonna go.
Right.
But when it's like Miles Teller or the other guy, it's gonna be Miles Teller.
Well, okay. So
I gotta
okay.
tell you, I wasn't so sure.
I wasn't either, but
Which is a testament to the movie.
but
like,
right,
they do a
but,
good
okay,
job of.
So Callum Turner is the other guy she's choosing between. He's been in some stuff. He's not.
Is he dating Dua Lipa?
Oh, let's see. Who is Callum Turner dating? Maybe it
Your
wasn't
best. I think your
He
best
was
bet
in
to
a
say
relationship with Vanessa
Callum
Kirby.
Turner is engaged to
To
singer
Dua
Dua Lipa.
okie dokie. Look at you.
Thank you, Katie, for the information. I didn't fact check it. I trusted her. See, trust your wife, trust your partner. So anyway, but he's been in some stuff. He was in that show Masters of the Air,
Well,
which
hang
was
on.
on.
All of us have a failed marriage on our track record, so I
true.
don't know that you should always be trusting your wife.
Well,
There are times when
you
those
say
wives are not deserving of
but you
trust.
say this
But
about
you
your
would-
current,
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
not. Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying there was a time when they
There
were the
was.
current wife.
There,
but
but are you going to go to your wife and be like, I'm not trusting
You know,
this?
the last one turned out to be
Yeah.
a real piece of shit.
Every
so
time she says anything, I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't know.
I don't have
I'm
the
a-
best track record.
I'm a little skittish.
with
You'd like-
picking the ladies.
Are you
You'd like to
smoking
stay
meth right
married.
now? What are you doing?
Yes.
So anyway, Callum Turner was in that show Masters of Air, which was an Apple TV.
Is the one with Austin Butler?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. He was in that, but he's been at The Boys in the Boat, Fantastic Beast, which I mean, no one saw those movies, but
I mean,
The
everybody
Secrets of
saw them,
Dumbledore.
but nobody absorbed them.
I saw the first one. I don't remember about it.
Oh, he was Thesis Scamander, so he must have been related to Newt Scamander. That's the main guy, for what it's worth. I don't know. He was in that movie Emma, which was with Anya Taylor-Joy. It was
Oh.
a period piece type of movie.
Wait, Anya Taylor-Joy was in an art house movie?
I believe. Wasn't that
I'm
what
shocked.
Emma? Oh, that was my question. He was in that Assassin's Creed live action with Michael Fassbender. Now you know that. But anyway, so he's been around. He was in Victor Frankenstein. Is that the one with Daniel Radcliffe
That is the one
and
with Daniel Radcliffe.
what's it? James McAvoy?
That's the
Oh, it's Max Landis.
It is Max
right?
Landis.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the guy's been around. So we're not saying he's never been in anything, but it's just like you said. I mean, there wasn't a Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, Miles Teller, and I'm sure there's a fan base for this guy. He's been in stuff, but I didn't know him, and I didn't think he necessarily had the charisma of someone that.
No, I will say the reveal of him is pretty good. Like
Yeah.
as to who he, like you see him at one point, and then
Yeah.
the reveal of who he is later. I was like, that's slick.
I mean,
that was slick.
right, and it's a tricky. The situation, the premise of the movie is great. I think it's great because
Yeah, it is. It's a great premise.
She says in the movie, "I'm in an impossible situation," and she is. It is
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, let's just set it up here. So right, it starts with an older couple and they're driving to a baby gender reveal, and it's a very funny scene. And they've just got this. They've been married for
65 years.
50, was it?
65 years.
65 years is the number they keep saying.
They do say 60. Okay, wow, 65.
I
Yeah.
made that up.
I know, but I thought it was 57.
No.
Those are such wildly different
I
numbers.
know.
I mean, one thing if you were like, I thought they said
Married
56.
for 65, and she how old? Okay, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Well, I
that's
mean,
fi-
if you think
either
of-
way, it's a long time. I thought it was 57. for some reason.
The first husband leaves in the Korean War.
And so I figure they get married when she's like 18.
18.
Sure.
17, maybe even
they're
back
older.
then. you
And
know?
then and then that there's about 2 years before she gets married again. So she gets
Right.
married at 20. So
Okay.
she'd be 85.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's doable.
yeah.
for sure. Anyway, so the long time marriage, right? They've got their banter. They've been together. They know each other. So they're just doing the squabbling that an old married couple does.
What I think is very cool.
Did you recognize the lady playing Elizabeth Olsen as,
No.
as an adult?
Yeah, who was that? Yes,
It's Betty Buckley, but I mean, she's been in tons of
but
stuff.
how do you know Betty Buckley?
I don't. How would I know Betty
She
Buckley?
was the therapist in Split.
Oh,
but she was also-
She's
yeah,
also in Carrie.
Carrie. She's the gym teacher in
Miss
Carrie.
Collins.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where I thought you were gonna latch
I like
on
Miss
to.
Collins. I think it's such a weird thing. I know that Miss Collins exists.
Uh-huh.
I immediately think of Judy Greer, who plays Miss Collins in the remake.
Oh, that's
Um,
funny.
So there is a funny line here where the guy says the husband is basically like, these things are dangerous. Like I just saw on the internet that somebody died at
She's
one
like,
of these
oh,
things.
No, let them have fun.
I think it's a
Later
hilarious
when they pop
callback,
in, yeah.
and they go to this other couple. Like it was
Yeah.
a gender reveal and exploded, and
He's
blood
like-
everywhere.
It's
Yeah.
funny because Crystal looked at me as soon as this guy started talking because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so that guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I hate gender reveals.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
whatever.
the stupidest.
well, you hate
invention.
genders, famously.
Well,
eh?
yeah, I mean,
it's
you know,
fluid, Kevin.
Yeah.
they get to reveal their gender when they're 23.
That's exactly right.
The way the Lord intended. but I'm just like, I just think they're so dumb. And then like people like get all excited. I'm like, were you gonna
a
throw a
boy or a
temper
girl.
tantrum if it was the other?
Right.
If
I mean,
like it was
I've
a girl.
I've seen some of those videos where
I'm
they
just
do.
like, what like.
Just let them have fun, Tom. It's for
but it's not-
fun.
it's
It's
like-
an excuse to party.
But
and
you
celebrate.
but you already get a baby shower, and now they've added
More
baby
gifts.
sprinkles or
Tom's
whatever.
just mad
What's
there's
a-
not
what-
enough
wait.
thing for men in this world.
But there-
Women get all the
there's
fun.
diaper parties.
Yeah.
What's a sprinkle?
It's like when it's like your second or third baby, you don't need a bunch of stuff, so you need a shower, but it's not.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm like adding gender reveals. Like, no, we're already gonna do a baby shower. Like, what more?
Do it all together.
How much more attention do you need?
All of it.
Oh, your baby has a gender. Oh, that
What
you
are you gonna-
got one of those.
What are you going to post on social media while you're waiting for
You got one
the
of
baby
those
to be
gender
born?
Picture
babies.
of the sonogram. That's
the,
it.
The crib. And,
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to this party anyway, but he
I'm
ends.
gonna have a party where I flip a coin. How about that? Come over to my flip a coin party, and it's heads. How exciting, everybody!
Wait until that becomes a thing, and then we will clip this part. Be like, we called it in 2025.
Yeah, Red Tail Cinema will post about it. Or whatever. They'll go viral.
Jeez, there's probably a progression where Tom starts off, isn't an elder statesman of the podcast, but he has turned into an old curmudgeon. At
I
this point.
I will say, out of all of us, he's the most consistent.
Yeah.
He has been the old curmudgeon the entire
whole
time.
I was born an old curmudgeon.
That's funny. So they get to the
My
party.
parents actually had a curmudgeon reveal party. Thank you very much.
And
He's a
stuck with it.
curmudgeon.
Look at that. He's a curmudgeon.
Is it a boy or girl? We don't care. It's
It's
a
a
curmudgeon.
curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon. As long as my baby is a curmudgeon,
As long as he hates everything.
that's all I care about.
So they get to the party, and what happens? But Larry chokes on a pretzel.
Correct.
And he wakes up on a train and he's in a hospital gown, right?
no.
Doesn't he? Or
No,
is he
he's
in
in
a
the
clothes?
He's in the clothes that he dies in.
You appear to go show up in the clothes you died in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to go to the
'Cause
hospital.
some
He was-
people are in hospital gowns. Some people
a lot of
when,
people
when
because
when Joan
Joan.
comes
because
she's in a
because
hospital gown.
medicine kills people.
Correct.
Big
Sometimes it
pharma
does. Yeah, right.
is out to kill.
This is like what was the hunt
yeah.
for medicine? Where they're like, remember that when they were like, this is made by a right-leaning filmmaker, and you're watching, you're like,
Is it?
is it?
I don't know. It was a weird mix of like
Yeah.
But so it is an interesting premise though, and it's smart the way they do it because a lot of people go to this afterlife
Way station.
waste but a lot of them are in hospital gowns, which makes sense. People are sick, they're dying in the hospital, so most people are that's kind of the process that plays out.
right.
But then some people are like Larry, who choked on a pretzel at this party, is in his outfit, and then you have some kids that are like
One
in
kid in
a
the suit. When I was like, why is that?
But-
but you basically you show back up at the age you are your happiest.
You're happiest.
And I do like that.
She's like, we get a lot of 10
get a lot of 10-year-old
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Not a lot of teenagers.
Yeah. So he shows up and is like, what the hell is going on here? He gets his afterlife consultant or
I think
afterlife.
I gotta tell you, this is I did really enjoy this movie.
It's a funny movie.
It is sometimes difficult to watch because you're invested in these characters.
Yeah.
And when Elizabeth Olsen shows up, so Elizabeth Olsen has cancer, and she says in the beginning, she kind of tells her husband, she's like, look, let's just deal with this after the party. So he kind of like covers up the chemo port.
Like you can tell she's close to the end.
Right.
And yeah.
And so when he dies first, right?
right.
Yeah.
And she
but he
shows
meets his
up.
afterlife consultant.
Yeah, but well, I guess
divine
like
Coordinator.
when
coordinator,
she
sorry.
it is hard to watch because watching her struggle with, do I choose the guy? Because in my head, it's like, why wouldn't you choose the guy that you've spent 65 years with? But then she's like, I never had the opportunity to see
Right.
what this world would be like
Right.
with him.
And he's this romanticized,
Yes.
frozen
and vice
in-
versa.
frozen in amber, perfect guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
And
But wait, before we get there,
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
real quick, let's just talk about what he's dealing with here. So we find out every person gets an AC,
Yes.
and Divine Joy Randolph, who
She's
if you watch Only Murders in the Building,
I have not.
she plays like the kind of hard-boiled detective that's always like kind of sick of their crap and that's going on in this building. She's great in this. I like her more in this than even in that show. Like
Oh,
I
really?
thought she was fantastic in this.
She's in the Holdovers.
Oh, I've never seen Holdovers. Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, I did see Holdovers. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was good in that. I'm sorry. I did see that. I was thinking of a different one. But anyway, she's really, really funny. And so she's guiding him. She kind of seems like she's jaded. She's kind of sick of this job. She's probably been doing it for a long time. I don't know if we ever really...
Eternity even.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be an eternity. So I don't know if they ever really get to what she had some kind of a sad story,
Yeah,
but
it
they
was
never actually...
weird. They set it up, and then at the end, like, this is like, this script needed another pass.
Yeah, because they should eventually, she should confess
And
kind of like
he even
what...
asks her, and then she tells a story that never
That doesn't
answers
reveal
the
it.
question.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what?
We're kind of waiting for how she ended up there. Like, that was
Right.
interesting. Why is she...
Because they certainly like lay the groundwork
Mm-hmm.
for this is an important part of her personality and her
I
character
wonder if it got
arc.
cut. I wonder if there was a part
Yeah.
that didn't play well.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
And maybe it was too depressing, or I mean, I wonder if they re-edited a certain way. But she basically lays out the rules. This is, I mean, it's pretty good the way the exposition goes.
Yeah.
There's pamphlets everywhere. There's videos going on.
You've basically got it's like walking through a convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got everybody trying to
It convinces you to go to
jockey.
their version of the afterlife. And you get
Correct.
to select how you want to spend your afterlife. Which honestly makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
Because like even if you believe there's only one version of the afterlife or one religion that gets you there, it's like what you think is a pleasant afterlife.
May not be what I think.
Yeah.
Right.
I do like when he makes a comment about Jesus, and she's like, "Oh, you're one of those? Why didn't you say that?"
Yeah,
and she grabs a
here's
bunch
the
of pamphlets.
for
and
the-
she's like,
"Are you,
know,
Baptist, Presbyterian, whatever?" Goes through
Yeah.
a list of them. But so he gets 1 week where he's in this swanky. It looks like almost like a hotel airport where it's like
It's
there's like
exactly
a,
what it looks like. Yeah.
There was like a main city walkthrough with all these tents and everything, and then there's huge hotel rooms stacked up all around the perimeter of it. And you get 1 week to figure it out, and then you have to choose. If you don't choose in time, you have to go live in the basement and make room for the new people.
Yeah,
that are
that's-
funneling
but then
in.
you also have to work. You can
Then- yeah.
can stay there.
Yeah.
But you gotta work.
Yeah.
Right.
So he ends up meeting a bartender, and if you've seen the trailers, I mean, it's good that you didn't, because
Yeah,
if
I know,
you've
I
seen
had
the
no
trailers,
idea.
this is the guy.
I had
Right.
no clue.
So this is a pretty cool reveal if you haven't seen it.
It was, yeah.
Again, proponent of not watching trailers. I didn't seek it out. I got it shown to me, but it's a great reveal. So he's talking to this guy, and he's kind of helping him with the rules or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, he chose to be a bartender or whatever."
We should probably also say from the choosing eternity.
Yeah.
You choose, and then that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You don't ever.
You don't get to go through the red door and
Well,
Yeah.
we do see throughout the movie, but like at the beginning, I think when she's explaining, you see a guy like getting chased and all frantic.
Right.
And they're like, "Yeah, that's the person trying to escape. You don't come back.
you don't come back. You got to
So make sure
that's yours.
Yeah, you choose what you want to do." And I did think it was funny in the world. I can't look at another painting. Let's get you back to Museum World. Museum World's the worst. Like, it is funny though, because think about it. What you choose again is for an eternity, right?
Yeah.
You may think, "Oh, I love museums. I love art."
Right.
But once you've been there 100 straight years,
Yeah.
200 years, and it's the same.
And there's no. I'm assuming you don't get hungry. You don't get. You're just there
I don't know how
existing.
yeah. But like eventually it'd be like, well, crap. And so it does beg the question. I wonder what the best, I didn't know if you guys thought about it during this movie. What would be the best eternity that would keep your interest and enjoyment for
I guess
eternity?
the question is, like, could I say I want like a channel, just one channel on my TV where I can search anything I want?
See,
and
that's
there it
how do you
is.
game the system to where you get
Yeah, I mean,
like
like
a genie in his rules.
It's,
how
it's
do
yeah,
you,
you're like,
Well, and I also know that some worlds were very hyper specifically themed.
Yes.
And some were very broad.
yeah,
right.
like the cabin is fairly
Mountain World,
broad.
I didn't think was a bad choice
I'd
because there's
pick
so much
I would pick
nature
Mountain
to
World.
explore.
Yeah,
then you
that's
have a
where I'd
nice
go.
cabin.
But there's Beach World.
No
But see,
thanks.
Beach World sucked because
Yeah.
it's only a beach.
Right.
But Mountain World has the streams and the rivers and the lakes that you should
and
stick
your cabin,
to, right?
and- Did you make a TLC reference?
It's a callback.
That
So-
was the line. the
Oh,
line
yeah.
after that.
Oh, that was a callback.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I was referencing your callback to my callback. But I just feel like when I looked at that, I'm like, okay, that looks cool. And yeah, I mean, sure, it's the same mountains, but there's drawbridges and rivers, and you could probably do fishing or camping or stay in the cabin. So I would want something more open. That beach world looked like a terrible time.
Well, you would think if it's like supposed to be heaven, essentially, they never declare it heaven, but you know, then you would think you would be on a beach that's a little less crowded.
Right. But then they say like these are like Beach World 64. You know what I mean? Like so they keep filling them up and then they're
making another one.
Because, billions of people and obviously constantly turning, turning over. So it would be like there were some places that were like whatever 157.
But I like that there were some that had been discontinued. That
like, you'll be safe on this one.
And they do
like it's a little racist, but you'll be all right.
They do foreshadowing where they take her aside and there is the discontinued like simple hometownville or whatever. You know what I mean? Where she stands in front of that for a minute where you see.
Yeah, I think I would have to find a way, like if I can have. I don't know.
I think you just want as many possibilities because you don't get bored. Like you have
the mountain place would be where I would want to go.
I think
that's where I would. That's where I would want.
And
to go.
I'm not a big outdoors person, but again, for an eternity of like things to take in, I think that's a good choice.
But I
just
also
go to Disney World.
but I thought about that because I was like, what if there was Disney
that would
theme
be
park?
too much.
But then I feel like over time,
that would be a lot.
I agree.
I would if there was a way that I could say, hey, I want this thing and it has every song ever recorded. I want this, that, any TV show, any movie, any whatever, I can search it.
But that's the question, right? So if you're in Townville, if you look like a normal town, do you have the internet and then you have access? And then does it cut off at a certain point? Do they keep updating the internet in eternity? Or is it stuck in like this time period and I don't know what.
Yeah.
So you'd have to pick and it'd be hard because again, you have a week where you're feeling rushed to choose all these.
It's the key to the genie thing. If I can, if you ever encounter a genie, write everything on a list and use one wish and say, I wish for everything on this list.
Yeah, but then they trick you. And then all the stuff on the list is like
not if you're specific. If you're
very
specific,
but you know how those
very
you know how those rules go though. They're always trying to trick you. That's what I was talking about. The monkey's paw or the genie. They always give you the crappiest version.
That's Simpsons episode. Still one of my
You
favorites.
can't wish for more wishes, but you can wish for more genies.
That's true.
They never said you can't.
Never said you couldn't.
And I mean, Aladdin rules.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
Itty bitty living space.
That's right.
So anyway, now not to the end of his 7 days, right? He's about to leave. He's picked Beach World. That's where he thinks that he and Joan will eventually like to stay. But she shows up right before he's about to go to Beach World.
He's like going up the escalator and she's
down.
Walking. Yes.
And she's going up.
No.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's going down, and then he has to run back up.
Oh,
after,
that's right.
remember?
That's right. That's what I was trying to remember.
Now they are in their young form. So the older guy who has been in movies, I let me look up the actor, but both the
it's
older.
Miles Teller. We know who. I'm kidding.
But so he's he looks like Miles Teller. His happiest was at this age around when they met.
Yeah.
And she looks the same same age.
It is.
Elizabeth Olsen.
I love that he's trying. She's like, and my knees feel great. My hips feel
That
awesome.
seems like very
squat.
funny.
Yeah.
And she's
Try
like,
this.
I do.
What?
I do like that. He's
do
like,
a squat.
she's like, and your penis
Oh,
is gonna.
this-
Your penis is gonna work.
that was
and he
a
was like,
funny
my
running
penis
joke.
always works. She's like, all right.
Usually the old guys that die are more excited by that fact.
Right.
Very,
but yeah,
very
the
funny.
squatting thing I thought was very funny, where she shows up and she's freaking out, and he was like, I got it, just do squats. And she
She's
was
like,
oh,
you're right. I do feel much
Nothing
better.
hurts.
I haven't felt. These hips feel great.
Right, but like that's the key. When you look at the interaction, they know each other. They've spent their life together, and I think although the young, handsome, the bartender guy now come to find out, I thought he said she waited 67
He
years.
waited 67
He waited
I'm sorry,
67
that's
years.
the number.
Yeah,
because
Thank you.
they've been married for 65 years.
Thank you. That's where
Yes.
it was. Okay. So he waited 67 years. Yes, that's romantic. And when he says, 67 years is nothing compared to an eternity. Oh, swoon.
But I
mean, that is
also love that everybody in the terminal
is invested
in
in
this
this
in their
guy's
story.
They've all
Yeah.
been there for 67 years waiting
and
for
now
this or whatever.
now she's here.
But that's the thing, right? It's a great romance story. It's a very romantic. Oh my God, he would wait for me and do all this stuff. But here's the other thing: they barely got to live a life together. Mm-hmm. You take the gamble on, because this guy is the young whatever first love. But then it's like, what if you don't get along?
She says that. She says, she's like,
You're
what if-
risking that for an eternity when you know Larry. You've
Yeah.
had kids with Larry. You have a history. You get each other. Your banter, whatever. And like clearly you did fall in love. So I think the clear pick is Larry, and always was.
I think it. That was where I was struggling with the movie, and not.
No, and it isn't. I get that it's a hard choice, but I think at the end of the day, you go with Larry because you understand.
I've said before that I think I can appreciate the comedic stylings of Woody Allen. Watching a Woody Allen movie to me is anxiety inducing because he is so anxious that it's just like it affects me in that way, and that's probably his plan. So good for him.
I mean, that's just his shtick.
Yeah. And it has like a visceral effect on me. This one kind of did the same thing where I can, not that I can envision myself in their shoes, but like the argument where she's like, but he was my first love. It's like, motherfucker, like, we just had this life together and we have these kids and we have this stuff. And the fact that you're even considering going with the guy that you knew for what?
A couple of years.
No, I didn't know it was a couple, however long it was.
I know. It was a very heartbreaking thing from Larry's point of view because they just did live this whole life together. And to be like, oh, yeah, but there's this, hot young guy.
To immediately be like, oh,
I know, it's tough. But from her point of view, I get it, though, because she says, she's like, I never stopped thinking of you. And she was genuine in love with this guy. It's not like it was just a high school romance. I mean, they were married.
And they married. They committed, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I get.
Look, it's right there in the contract.
Till death do you part.
Till death do you part.
Yeah.
So,
Homeboy died.
What's that?
He died.
Yeah.
Right. But they all died. So
I guess that's true.
Like so she's allowed to
Gets a clean slate.
She can renegotiate the deal.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
But it is sad. But like from Larry's point of view, again, for him, he's like, of course, why would it happen any other way, right? She dies, we go live our eternity together.
Right.
But this is why wedding vows are so important. This is another thing that Crystal makes fun of me because I complain about all the time.
Okay.
I hate when I go to a wedding and people write their own vows.
Okay.
And then they're not vows. Right?
It's just like, hey, I really like you.
I really like you, and I can't wait to look at your face every morning for the rest of my life.
Well, maybe they do that on purpose so that they get out of the.
You didn't vow anything.
You just wrote her a love note,
right? Yeah. Like you just wrote some sappy bullshit, but you didn't vow.
You probably got Chat GPT to do it for you.
You didn't vow to do anything.
That's
like I hate that.
Did you guys do vows? You guys didn't do vows.
We did vows, but we didn't write our own.
You did the regular sickness
the regular,
and how till death do we part.
I was thinking,
like that's
so you're once you guys both die, you're open to.
Well, yeah.
Didn't you have a Neil Gaiman quote at your wedding? Am I making that up?
Yeah, there was, but that was like a reading.
I'm just saying, like in retrospect, that's a shame.
Oh,
whatever. I know that it's a hot take. I still like Woody Allen movies.
I get it.
Like,
I get it. I'm reading Sandman as we speak. So it's like
I can't suddenly not have enjoyed those movies.
Agree.
Yes.
I understand.
But it wasn't one of the vows.
Sure.
Right. We actually vowed things. I'm like they
you
came
vowed
up with these things to say for a reason.
Right.
You vowed to always love Woody Allen and Neil Gaiman, though. That was
regardless of how many people they assault.
His own stepdaughter.
Oh, you're talking about Woody Allen.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'll get on the road, but it wasn't technically.
That's not
but
his adopted daughter.
He didn't adopt her.
She did. Right.
But his wife.
Mia Farrow did.
They weren't married.
Oh,
that's the key.
Mia Farrow wasn't. They weren't married.
They were together,
married.
but they were not married.
But it's still weird.
It's still super
fuck.
super
weird.
I mean,
super skeevy.
It is very weird.
But
I mean, I'm not even going to go down that road. But it's weird as
it is the worst legal loophole.
I mean, you are skating on the thinnest ice.
He raised that girl from a child. And then married her.
If you are in that position of power to where you can raise someone and take care of someone, and then that's super weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so Luke is the young soldier that died in Korea.
Which I think is one of my
funny
favorite
running joke.
Favorite
it's
joke.
not even one of the big ones.
Yeah. You keep saying the war.
And then at the end, you were in WW1 or WW2?
And she goes, Korea. She's like, but it's just as important. It was just as important.
I love later when when Miles Teller and him are bonding, and he makes a reference to MASH, and he's like, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it."
Yeah, I did like it when they eventually got together. Which at the end, I'm like, why do they not just go to the same place?
So this is what
because
I thought.
one person has to lose either way. Just go.
I thought the ending was
going
going to be
Polyamory verse.
That's right.
But I mean, seriously, I mean, you can.
Swingerverse.
But
That's
like,
got to exist, and that's got to be
share
awful.
2 different houses, or like
I thought
like
so. When she chooses him, spoiler, she chooses Luke to begin with. When they go to the mountain place,
yeah.
I thought
he was going to be there.
no. Well, yes, but I thought he was going to go there as well.
Here. Yes, I thought Larry was going to. Because at the end they're like, "Did you make your choice?" And he's like, "Yep." I thought he was going to be like, wherever she goes, and there's a chance.
Yeah.
I'd rather be alone.
That is what I thought.
Than to lose her forever. And
Which would have been a better ending.
Yes, I 100% agree. I don't know why they didn't all end up in the same place and have a chance for some kind of happiness or family relationship. Because again, like one loser
Or hot 3-way.
or whatever. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yep. And we all know that like there's another. This is what I will say is I think A24, while they do the art house stuff very well most of the time, I think I would say 98% of the time.
Where do they fail?
Well, that's a good question. I'm sure there's stuff that I haven't seen that probably doesn't work.
But they take
pretty
good.
I agree. That's why it's a 98.
Yeah, no. I just wonder if you had like freaking what's his face? I don't know. Whoever you don't like. You know, I'm like,
Beau is Afraid. It's trash. I was for you, buddy. I did that for you.
It's pretty dumb.
No. Did you watch Eddington?
No.
Okay.
I heard
That's on my
Eddington's
list.
very relevant.
It's on the thing, so I might watch that at some point. We've talked about this before, how comedy is not comedy really anymore. Like it used to, like
punchline, set up punchline,
just stuff like that. And I think A24 has a very interesting version of doing comedy, which they don't do very often. So it is interesting to see like a dramedy or a romantic comedy.
It's kind of a dark comedy. This is all about death and the afterlife, but yet they're making jokes
still
about
works.
It. Oh yeah,
like it works.
It's a very funny movie. I thought it was.
I think it was very funny.
John Early, who plays the AC of Luke, that's been waiting to mentor him for 67 years, and he's like, "I got this." He's like, "Oh, finally," you know what I mean? I thought he was very funny.
Yeah, I think he's very funny.
He was hilarious. The ACs together were a great pair.
The sexual tension is like off the charts, and there's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I do think it's funny that they ended up together, and you're like, wait, what? Oh, okay, whatever. You know,
but
it's the afterlife. Who knows?
When we get the reveal that maybe Luke has had some sort of a life in this world, where he's like, well, then there was the one time with that dude, and then there was the other time with this
2. And he's like, okay, 2, but come on, who wouldn't? Like, it is funny, but like, here's the other thing. Just like we're talking about, till death do us part. Now the rules all change. It's like he died and he waited for 67 years. You don't necessarily expect him to be celibate for 67 years. I mean, he lived a life, but he ultimately could have moved on to his choice.
If he cared for her that much, then you would think that he would not be doing this.
Partake.
But he could have moved on to his dream eternity, and yet he sat working for 67 years. Wait, that's pretty romantic. I get what you're saying, and the ultimate romance of romance. I waited for you. I totally get it, but like, I don't think I would. If I were her and found out about that, I don't think that's the deal breaker. Like he waited 67 years.
She says that. She was like, I will say there's a level of entitlement to Luke where he's like, I did this for you. And kind of puts Elizabeth Olsen on the spot where she's like, I didn't ask you to do that.
100%.
Like, you chose to do that.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when I'm watching this movie, that was my one big takeaway was just because you make a grand gesture doesn't mean the other person's indebted to you.
Correct.
Okay. He waited 67 years. Is it romantic? Yeah. Yes. Were they their first marriages and these sweethearts? Yes. She doesn't automatically have to go, oh, well, he waited the longest.
She
so
doesn't
I
owe
guess.
him anything.
Exactly. That is the point.
That line of thinking leads to incels.
Exactly.
But I was a nice guy.
Oh.
So drop your pants.
Show me your boobs.
Yeah.
So I
like
like that there's that conflict. I like that it's complicated, because again, she says it's the impossible situation. It is a really tough choice. I'm not trying to undermine it, but at the end of the day, like you said, I mean, she's got the history with Larry. They've got the kids. They know who is going to be expending the eternity together.
But on the flip side of that, she lived that life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she lived that life, yes, but now you're talking about an eternity of unknown.
Correct.
If this guy is an abusive, and plus he's like a 19, he's got an old mentality, even though he's been alive a long time.
Yeah.
He probably has some really old,
But
antiquated thought
we
processes.
we don't know that.
Well,
It's safe to assume that.
Playing the odds.
Sure. It is safe to assume that is the case, is that he is...
So if she comes from the 2000s, because she has lived a whole life,
Yeah.
and he's still stuck in, this is what a 20-year-old in...
But I don't think that's accurate.
Because you think
Because
the
he
67
spent
years,
67 years in this place,
Sure.
Yeah.
as a bartender, no less,
Talking to
interacting
everybody, yeah.
with so many different people,
That's
and
true.
so like I don't think
that's true.
that he would still have that mindset.
No, you're right. I guess the unknown is what's scary, and also what's enticing. It's like the unknown. I haven't lived that life yet, but again, you know Larry, and you know he's a good person. You did stay with him. I mean, I'm not saying just because you stayed with him that means that, but I think in this case, they stayed together because they loved each other and they're good people.
I think what would have been a little bit more interesting if they, in the very beginning, when they're in the car or whatever, if they would have showed maybe just that there is a little, not that there's tension, but that they might be a little sick of each other.
Well, I think that's what the kind of the bickering was.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought
Right.
that was. See, that's so interesting because I just took it as like that's life. Like
Well,
you
you've married
know what I
someone
mean?
but it
for
is.
65
But I think
years,
that some
yeah.
of it is like the boredom,
The mundane,
minutia.
the mundanity
Yeah.
of daily life. That
Yeah.
you know that it's sometimes easy to forget that there's also a comfort level that comes with that.
Yeah.
you know?
So I think while you do see that a little bit, it's not played up. It's played as like they've been at this for 65 years.
Yeah, like they're not, but they're not mad at each other.
No, they're not.
He's just bitching about things in the world. He's not like
It's not the parents from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, he's not like, you dumb bitch. Why didn't you make my dinner? Right? Like
That's Luke.
It's not War of the Roses.
Yeah.
You know, but so like I think this is a very well done movie. I think everybody kind of knocks their characters out of the park. I think
Elizabeth Olsen is a great actor. Miles Teller's a great actor.
Yeah.
This other guy is fine as an
He's
actor.
serviceable.
I think he's fine as an actor. What I don't think he has is that charisma to where you're like, well, this does seem like the
when you're
impossible
going up
decision because
against
he's
Miles Teller.
but Miles Teller is so good. We know him, and again, I know people probably know this other guy from other things, but
He's not the level of fame that Miles Teller is.
if he was Chris Evans, you'd be like, I think you'd be Miles Teller being like, holy crap, I don't know.
Who was the guy from Challengers?
No, that wasn't Paul
No, that was
That was-
Gladiator.
Okay.
But the
He was in Saltburn. Was that what Paul? Which one was he?
no, who? Paul Mescal? You mean Jacob Elordi?
Jacob Elordi is the one I was thinking of.
That guy.
That guy-
Good luck trying to steal a girl from that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. If you got someone like him that has the charisma and the looks, I feel like that would be more of
that's
a.
true.
He's probably a little. Well, I guess it would work though. He's
He
a little
could
too
be
young,
young. He
but
could
like,
be.
But at that age, is happy.
That is a good
Yeah.
point. If Jacob Elordi is behind the bar and it's
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I think you
Okay,
had to.
that's
have-
fair.
And Jacob Elordi's 28.
I think he could work. I mean, you can, given the rules that they've set,
Right,
Is
yeah.
that you go back to your happiest. You could make.
I just
him-
because honestly, that guy's probably supposed to be like 20 or 21.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to knock this
I don't
guy.
know that he is though, because he's dyeing his hair and he's putting on weight. So, like, do you get older in this
That's
place?
a good point. I didn't think about the dye in the hair because, well, I guess
No,
he was,
I think it just happened early for him.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
Because he said
unfortunately,
he's
he got
dyeing his
stuck
hair
where-
and losing his hair, and Miles Teller's like, "Oh, it's not that bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's whatever."
I think he just was at that age. Just genetically, he
Yeah.
did it a little earlier.
Yeah.
And now he's stuck in the always graying, always losing.
look
this
how
thing.
early Steve Martin started.
That's true.
Yeah, no
You know, so it
kidding.
does
That's a
happen.
good point. That's a good point.
And that's how you look, staying
To
the
this
same.
day, yeah,
It's,
right,
you know?
right. Yeah. So, like, she obviously is forced to make a choice.
Okay, so they do, like, one of the next big plot points is, okay, we've made an exception. And, okay, the thing about the bosses was hilarious, giving just these arbitrary names. Let me talk to the man in charge.
Like God.
They're like, Tim?
Yeah.
And I go, no, well, who's his boss? No,
Kevin.
like Barry? Yeah, and then eventually, and his boss is Kevin. Like, I just love that it wasn't like God was her boss. It's like,
Yeah.
no, she reports to all these different
There's a
management
hierarchy.
levels.
Yeah, right,
It's
right.
like, no, that was very funny. And then she's like, well, I talked to Tim or whatever. And then Kevin gave gave the okay. It's just the callback.
The what do you call that in an office building, like an office setting, like just the bureaucratic,
The hierarchy.
the hierarchy.
Yeah, just the managerial hierarchy.
Yeah, right.
So it was very funny. But she comes back and she says, we got an exception to this rule. You are allowed to visit each eternity that they're thinking of choosing, and to see how your life might play out, and then you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
So what do they flip a coin or something? They're very frustrated about who will go first in this whole
He's
situation.
like, I got a coin, and he was like, fine,
and
whatever.
And then all of a sudden, it's like he's on the train.
They're on the
What's
Luke,
his face?
Luke
Luke
and-
is on the train. With,
yeah, they're
with
going
Joan.
to Mountain World,
and it looks great.
yeah,
Beautiful
I do. I
scenery.
appreciate that she doesn't go all in with the physicality immediately, like the physical stuff. Like she is weirded out
65
by,
years.
That's
of
exactly
being married, and she still
which I
considers
appreciate.
herself married, right? I mean, I know they died, but like in her mind, just like her reaction is like,
Yeah.
I'm married.
Well, yeah, and which I like. I like that she's kind of not repulsed, but she does recoil when he takes her hand for the first time, where he goes to kiss her, and
Like, I don't think she thought that she would. I think she's open to being with Luke, but then when he gets close to her, it's just a natural instinct to be
Right.
like, this isn't Larry,
Right,
right?
right,
And so
right,
you
right.
see that she does clearly care about Larry very much.
yeah. So they're having their week, and it's
It's fun. They're splashing each other. I mean, they're having a good time. It's
Right.
a cute little romantic.
and then she goes with Larry, and it's the two of them again,
Yeah.
and they're right back to who they were, where they're kind of snarking at each other, or he's doing something that she doesn't like, and she's kind of snarky
And they're
about
in this
it.
crowded beach. Larry's chosen beach role because it sounds great. A vacation they never took. He's like, see, this would have been great.
Yeah, because in the beginning they're talking about going to Florida, but then he's like, we should go to Naples and we should do
Yeah.
this, and she was like, no.
But see, like, I think Larry's trying.
Yeah.
He's listening. He's like, this is the vacation we never took. Now we can spend our eternity there. But really, it's like going on vacation to a crowded beach during spring break, right?
Right.
And you've got all these people. Now, it is interesting. I did think there were a lot of older people on that beach. And it's interesting that many older people chose their
I think it's
happiest.
because so many old people want to go to Florida.
Yeah.
Like
But-
that's
but-
how.
But
I
they
took
died.
it.
But
they
why was that the
died-
happiest point of their life? Most of the people we saw were
that the-
younger.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you saw older people, but I thought like you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the beach was full of a lot of older people, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I just thought it was interesting that they're happy. Maybe if their happiest time was when they were old, and older people like
Yeah,
to go
like
to
if you
the beach,
enjoying
then-
your retirement.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's probably why it was. But anyway, so they're like stepping over people, and they don't even have an umbrella to shade them from the
Right,
sun. They're
right.
like, wouldn't you think that if this is our eternity, they could at least give us an umbrella? Like, you know.
I do also like they're in this rowboat. They're laying next to each other and talking about his funeral.
That was a great shot.
It is a very
The
good shot.
cinematography in this movie is really good, and I like how it was a static shot with the boat kind of slowly drifting out of frame, but still kind of stays there. It was just a really great looking.
Yeah, it's a conversation that's reminiscent of American Werewolf in London, where they're talking, Griffin Dunn's talking about his own funeral, and he was like, you should have seen it. Like, Debbie Thompson was there, and she was crying. I couldn't believe it. So it's kind of similar to that, where he's asking her about his funeral.
Rory O'Brien is a cinematographer. I just want to give
Okay,
a shout out to. I
okay.
thought it was a really good looking movie. The colors, when they get to the terminal and it's all the colors, that almost it's like a 70s color palette.
It felt
with all
kind
the-
of muted, but not in a
But
bad
no,
way.
but like the beige tones of like the 70s, but with the bright outfits against the contrasting against it. I just thought when they panned out to the whole thing, it was like, wow.
Yeah, it
a
was very
great
cool.
looking set design and cinematography.
They're talking about his funeral, and she was, I guess, one of his son gave
Oh,
the
that was funny.
She's like, was he funny? And
Did he
she's
try
like,
to get a
did he
laugh?
try to get a, and she's like, he tried.
And then he's like,
It was-
who missed me the most?
It was very, yeah.
She's like, I'm not going to tell you
which
that.
one missed me the most? I was like, that's a
Very
fun,
funny,
yeah.
yeah.
So they go back, and she is obviously,
Oh, and we should note that when she went to the first eternity, we found out there's like a movie theater
yeah,
that plays different like scenes of your life.
your memories.
And so she's seen all these different moments with him. And then at the end, there's a scene with Larry pops up. And then she's like, oh, no, let's not.
She's like, don't look at that. Don't look at that.
one.
And
yeah.
it turns out that that Larry proposed on the same dock
that
that
he
she would
shipped out on.
correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, they go back, and now Elizabeth Olsen has to make this choice, and Larry and Luke are not getting along because this is the scene where they kind of start snarking at each other, and they
I like when Larry thought he was going to stay in her room.
yeah, she's
And
like,
he's
get
"Yeah,
out.
What are you doing? I'm throwing the pillows on the ground, whatever. And then all of a sudden the door slams. And he's like, oh.
So we see this other woman that they knew shows up as like an older woman.
Oh, yeah.
and
She's known them their whole lives. Like
Yeah.
she knew Luke and Larry.
Yeah.
That's how long that they've all known each other.
correct. Turns out she's a lesbian, which she was like, which I thought was very funny.
All the worlds were very funny.
Yeah.
And when you look like I don't want to say Easter eggs, but like if you look very closely to the attention to detail of every booth, every pamphlet, it's just funny how many different.
There's so
things
many.
there were. It
There's
was
so
great.
many.
Yeah.
So
They're really good world building.
it is really good world building.
Yeah.
So yeah, she comes back and she realizes she has to make a choice. Larry makes like a last ditch effort, and he realizes that
Oh, the Dean Martin.
the
thing?
Dean Martin
Remember
thing is
that?
very funny. Where they're walking down this hallway and they see an ad for a flyer for Dean Martin. He's like, Larry says that she loves
Yeah,
Dean
that
Martin.
was our guy, and she's like, you can arrange this.
Yeah,
and his
she's like,
CA
yeah, he's here.
Yeah, his AC is like, yeah, I know him. Like, yeah, okay. If
And
you really
initially,
want.
when it starts, you're like, oh, that's
From a distance,
from
it
a
looks
distance.
really good.
Yeah, and then
and then he comes down the
he's
stairs.
getting drunker as he's walking down the stairs, and they're just like, that's not D.
I know. It looked like not Beck Bennett.
It did
I'm
look-
like,
yeah, right,
I'm
right.
like, but it's just this guy that, when he gets closer, is clearly not. He's like, who the hell is
It's a
this?
Dean Martin impersonator.
Yeah, and his CA is like, I thought you knew that. Like, I was like, this. And again, the writing's very funny. And she's like, I thought you knew Ralph or whatever.
was
I'm
like,
like,
no.
why were you so excited? No, I thought it was Dean Martin. And anyway, it's just a big cluster.
And basically, Miles Teller has a breakdown where he's like, I realized that I was the replacement. Like, I can never live up to what he was.
Well, it's her
this
hair
image.
gives it away. So she never wore her hair like that when they were married.
Yeah.
And you die and you reincarnate as your happiest.
Right,
And her
right.
hair was like that with Luke.
Yes.
So he kind of starts to, and again, based on talking to everyone, the experience, he's like, I was never that loved for you. You were looking for something to replace Luke.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't be that. And
Right. And he breaks down and just says,
Go with Luke.
yeah, like,
Well,
the
she chooses none of them first.
Correct.
And then he chases her down to tell us. That's the really sad moment. Where,
Yeah.
And then at this time, I'm like, oh
Which
my God. I'm
actually,
like,
the
you're going to
end-
break both their hearts.
the
now.
ending of it, where all three go separate ways, is also not a bad ending.
Well, it's okay. If you, this is why it's the impossible choice. Not only because it's like, who do I choose, but you are going to live the rest of your eternity knowing you broke one of their hearts.
Correct.
That is the impossible choice that you have to live with yourself.
I think one of them says that. It's like, you'd rather break three people's hearts than one.
But it's like, but she doesn't have to live knowing like, oh, what's Larry doing or oh, what's Luke doing.
Right.
But then she says, well, I was always going to break two. Like, I mean,
Correct.
she was always
Yeah.
going to be upset.
She was in the mix as
regardless
well.
of who she
Yeah,
chose.
but she
Right.
says, I choose neither.
Yeah.
And they all go their separate ways. But then Luke, like, you think he's going to.
Larry runs after. and
Larry
says-
makes the grand romantic gesture. You think
Right.
it's going to be like, we should be together or something. But he makes this unselfish sacrifice of
Correct.
saying, go be with Luke.
Right. Go. And this only works if you're happy.
Yeah.
He's like, if you're happy that way, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Say lovey, go. So they go. And they are starting
When
to.
she ends up with Luke on the train or whatever, I'm like, oh my God, she actually did it. I kept waiting for some twist to be like,
I knew once it's Luke on the train, I was like, something else is. We've got enough time left here.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
something is going to happen.
but I knew something was going to happen. And that's where I thought Larry would show up at Mountain World
Right.
too. But I was like, oh, she really did choose Luke.
Yeah. So they go and they're there for it doesn't seem that long. I mean, I guess it could be that long.
But
It's
who
eternity.
knows, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's
Like,
the
time.
it's the Groundhog Day theory where it's like he's actually been doing this for thousands of years.
Right.
You know?
But again, to my point earlier, I mean, I know I had seen the movie, but even before that, I was thinking, like, what if you don't get along? And I think on that train, even you start to see the cracks where she's like, did I make the right choice?
I don't
The
know
way
if
they
it's on
talk on the train, I feel like there was something in her face that just went a little bit like,
Interesting.
But
I don't
I
know
mean-
that I picked up on it on the train. I picked up on it when they're at the house.
certainly.
That's where I
but
see
they're
it.
like living this Groundhog Day kind of time loop of there is no, they're just doing their thing. They're skiing, they're meeting people.
Yeah, when she's like, it's obvious that Luke is a very active guy
Yeah.
and likes being out in the woods,
And he's happy.
and she's like coming up the mountain and she's huffing and puffing. And she's like, just go. Like, God.
But she's telling him just go because every day she's
Correct.
visiting the theater and she's looking at her memories.
This is
with
actually
Larry.
a very brilliant thing here.
Yeah.
So she's going to see all these memories, and she keeps looking at her and Larry and having the baby and the proposal, and
because
the
her
wedding,
life is with Larry.
the good
kids,
memories.
everything. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The idea that the bad memories are like behind the
Buried
scenes
in the back.
I was
yeah.
like, that's
I thought that was clever.
That's
That
brilliant.
is smart,
That is a
but- yeah.
very clever move where she's like, look, I can't do this. I've made a mistake. I have to go back. And they're like, you can't go through a red door. And this is where he has basically his entitlement speech where he's like, I waited for you. And
Right.
I
She
stayed
tells
here for
Luke.
you.
She says,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a heartbreaking moment. And even though I think she should have chosen Larry, I can understand. I mean, Luke did wait for her, and it is this romantic thing. And like now he's getting his heart broken.
Yeah.
Like imagine that you chose him,
yeah.
and now you're like, I made the wrong choice.
It is very much an incel argument where he's like, I did this grand gesture for you.
That
give
you
me
didn't
what,
ask
give
for.
me what I want.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it's
not.
It's comparable. I don't think it's
it is-
quite the same.
no,
he
I-
was married to her. He did die in war.
Absolutely.
loving
But I'm just
her.
saying
Yeah.
the idea that she didn't ask him to wait. He chose to. That was his choice to
That was
make.
interesting. She said, "You left," and he's like, "I died."
That is also a good line.
He didn't leave her, but
said,
he
"You
left the
left."
world. But, it was, but yeah, I do agree though that just because he did that, like, yes, that is sweet and that is nice, and I did love you, but also I've got this life and kids,
Kids and
everything.
grandkids
and also there was that whole kid discussion in the beginning, which kind of when they first went to visit the mountains. Remember, he's like, I don't like kids. I'm not. Like he was very
Oh, does he say that?
dismissive of kids, and I think it was because they weren't. It was a life that they didn't get to have.
I think that conversation was like, I don't mind hearing about your kids, but it's like I don't want. I listen to you because it's you.
Yeah.
It's not something I like to hear about
Because
because
that funny line where he's like, I'm not into kids.
Yeah,
I'm not
and she's like, I'm not
into-
either.
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
But at first, like the way, like when me and Katie were watching, we're like, oh, he didn't want kids. But then I think you realize it's like, oh, he wanted them and never got to have them,
And now
doesn't
he-
want to hear about his kids.
He doesn't
with
want to hear
someone.
about Larry's kids.
Larry's
But she
kids.
said, like, that's a part of her life. And
Yeah,
that's the
her
problem.
life.
Like, whether you like it or not, and yes, this tragedy happened, but she lived a life. But that's why it's like a really hard situation to deal with because he didn't get that, and he can't help that he's feeling that way, but also he needs to respect that she's got a family.
She's got
like,
a whole family.
So
generations of family.
Yeah. I think it's a very, very hard thing to get past to live happily because you're always going to have this push and pull, right? Because no matter what, she wanted all that with him, but she didn't get it, and she had it with Larry, and it's not fair to ask her to like not talk about it or. I mean, she's going to talk about her
it's definitely
kids and her
the
grandkids.
idea that at some point in this eternity, he could be like, "Hey, can you shut the fuck up about your kids?"
That's not going to work.
That's
She's never going to.
Right.
She loves her family. She
Right,
had all
exactly.
right? And so that's the problem. And if you lived with Larry, you could always talk about your family.
There was
you know?
a funny line that we forgot about where they see each other again. They're back in her room.
Yeah.
And he eats a pretzel and he starts choking.
Really?
And she's
A
like,
pretzel
"Larry, come on."
That was funny. That he died in the pretzel and still.
So yeah,
snacking
she
on
figures out that like the guy who runs the ticket booth has the key.
He was
and,
funny, too.
And I think Luke realizes this isn't gonna like. I can't keep her here if she's totally unhappy the entire time.
Fenwick, played by Ryan Beale. He was
I do
funny.
like where he's like, "Thank you, Mr. Fenwick." He's like, "It's just Fenwick."
Just Fenwick.
So he causes a distraction. Luke causes a distraction. Elizabeth Olsen, what's her character's name?
Joan.
Joan
He
grabs
calls
the
her
key,
Joe.
or Joni.
Well, yeah, Joan,
Yeah.
Joni, but he calls her Joe.
You think I'd remember that?
Yeah.
What? Who's? Oh, Joe. No,
It's me.
Oh,
I'm Joe.
Oh, I thought it was like Joan. Who do you know that's Joan? That's funny. He didn't call her Joe. She called her Joe.
It's
No
the
E on the end.
Oh my god.
We're gonna start calling you Joan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't,
Joan, huh?
because at some point I'll be like, "Huh? What? Me?"
Yeah. Okay, Joan. Whatever you say. You told us to call you that.
Maybe I did. I don't remember. Kevin edits this where it sounds like I'm saying, "No, call me Joan. It's fine." So she gets through the, and this is the scene where she sees all the good memories. She goes behind the scenes, and it's like a baby.
Luke is like, "I'll help you," and he distracts Fenwick.
Yeah.
She takes the key
And
then,
starts and takes off.
Sees the bad memories in the back.
Which I think is brilliant.
Corridor.
I think
Yeah, it
that's
is.
so smart.
Her parents, like,
I think it's not even her parents. It's her and
oh, I thought it was
Larry.
her parents.
No, it's her and Larry arguing and fighting.
Okay,
and
got it.
like married couples do for 65
all the
years.
bad memories.
Yeah. And
But she
then
eventually gets away. There's people
she gets to
chasing her.
the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Which I was like, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough. I'll allow it.
Just going back the other way.
Let's go back the other way. So she gets through, and then people are freaking out that she's there. The two
I like that
ACs,
she blends in. It like puts a hat on or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
The two ACs see her and they freak out because they know what's going to happen if she
Yeah.
gets caught.
Yeah, go in there quick, and she puts a hat on and is reading a pamphlet. It's like the most. It's just a
And so
stereotypical.
I think
like,
they're just like, just go in. Somehow she's going into the bar, and we realize that Larry has become the new bartender.
Yeah.
And it's a great reveal in that she sits down. The woman who is constantly trying to
like solicit people.
a woman of the night, maybe, trying to get people to come to the world that she works for.
And he's like,
he doesn't even turn around.
but yeah, he's like, quit it. You know that we're, whatever.
And he hears her voice, and he was just he turns around. He's like, you look like you could use a drink. And they have this moment, and I thought it was very sweet.
They missed an opportunity, I think, for a great joke here when the supposed sex worker is like, I like the old bartender better. He should have been like, I get that a lot.
Yeah, that would have been a very good joke.
Yeah.
That's a very good joke. And they both realize that this is what needs to happen. Like she's like, I made a mistake. Like I saw our life and our grandkids and our kids, and this is just where I need to be. So the eternity I guess the eternity that they choose is they're going back to their house.
No, it's that discontinued one.
Is that what
and
it is?
it's like simple small townville. It's like
okay.
it's just a quaint, quiet neighborhood.
It's
It's not a beach. It's not a mountain. It's a neighborhood life where they can just live their quiet, kind of probably their like elderly retired life, right?
Okay.
Like just a quiet life.
I thought they were like walking back to the street.
It's
their street with their
it's
house.
like a cookie cutter neighborhood made to.
That makes
it's a
sense.
world that's like for people that just want the quiet
Okay.
neighborhood life.
Okay.
But okay, so we don't ever see Luke again, right?
I assume
so he
Luke's
just
staying
stayed
on Mountain World.
Well, so
Yeah.
I guess even though he orchestrated that distraction, I guess they never
He
come
never
after
went- he never
him.
went through the red
He didn't
door?
go through to.
He didn't go through the red
now
door. Yeah.
she did, but they say earlier in the movie that if you hit out in one of those discontinued worlds,
should
they would
be
never
okay.
go looking for you.
Yeah.
So that's why they chose that one.
Right. Yeah, I think this is
But
definitely.
whose house do they get? That's the question. If these worlds are discontinued and filled up, you would
Right.
think that that's because
Or
each
maybe
house
they're
was taken.
maybe they're discontinued and empty.
well, they could be, but I
that
thought
seems
that
like an awful existence.
well, yeah. If you're just by
that seems rough.
No, because they do say, she's like, what happens
Yeah.
when a world gets discontinued? And they do say it continues to
Yeah.
operate.
Oh.
We just don't send new people
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
And so,
But I just thought it got discontinued because maybe it was full or something, and I'm like, well, where are they living?
well, I think when if it fills up, it's popular enough that they would start a new one.
Okay, so
So
it
maybe-
didn't maybe get filled.
Yeah.
That's good then. They could have
Yeah.
That'll be
after
all right.
1,000 years they go to a different house, switch it up a little bit, right? Each have their own house,
Just
right?
knock,
Yeah.
or knock down a bunch of houses and build a big
Ooh,
one.
a drawbridge.
Yeah, the
or no,
drawbridge.
like a what's the bridge like the rope bridge?
Oh, like a fun
yeah,
yeah,
little like
yeah, floating bridge.
tunnels and bridges.
Yeah.
That would be fun if you had
That
the money
sounds
to buy
terrible.
houses and then like connect them. That'd be great.
Like a commune.
slide.
Yeah, they tried that in Waco. It didn't
You
work
tell
out
me
well.
about it all the time. I don't know.
Didn't work out well for anybody. Yeah, I think if A24, which we've said before, is they kind of fell into the horror world, like the
Sure.
I hate elevated horror, but that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that they're taking swings
It's
at.
horror that's not for dumb people.
Ah,
That's what we prefer to
Here's
call
the
it.
thing, there's some truth to that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Blumhouse has.
I'm done with Blumhouse.
I'm not done because I think they,
A24 has continued to put out great horror and great
They are
thoughtful
different kinds of
movies.
horror.
And Blumhouse, I don't know what they're doing, but what's the
don't
last
know.
great Blumhouse movie?
Halloween.
They did that horrible Exorcist reboot. Now it's going to be rebooted again with Scarlett Johansson.
What? But it's Mike Flanagan.
Okay.
So like that's
But I'm just saying, though,
It's not-
Blumhouse,
it's not
they
like-
did Megan 2.0, which flopped. They did the Halloween movies, which were terrible.
no one of them.
I'm sorry. No,
Two of
Joe. There's two that were.
Oh, I meant one of them was good.
Oh yeah, no. It's
Yeah,
they
okay,
did the
okay.
Halloween movies that were terrible. The first, we all agree, it's incredible.
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
great. But I'm just saying, what has Blumhouse done recently? They really need to pick it up because they're not doing it.
No, they're not doing. But so
Are
like
they Conjuring?
oh, they are.
So they just had a
Conjuring, yeah.
huge hit
They
with
are
Conjuring.
That's why you
Not
get.
good, but
No,
they had a huge
That's
hit.
why you get little dinky bad movies. They're like, oh, The Conjuring just made
That
$700
movie did not
million
deserve to- I still cannot believe, and I just can't
on
believe
a
it.
on a $15 million budget. No, I
Cannot
don't know.
believe that. I think it maybe had a 50 or so. I mean, it was
It was
still
tiny. It was a
it's
tiny
still small,
budget,
right? I mean, we all saw
They
it.
had
It
to-
was bad.
They had to spend some money to get them back. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
sure,
But
sure.
this,
Sure,
this
sure,
deep
sure.
into the run,
Yeah.
they got to pay them real
Let's
money.
look at where Conjuring Last Rites is at. $494 million,
What's-
$500 million
What's
worldwide.
is there one that just says how much the franchise has made?
Oh, I can look it
That
up.
gives
while
like
you-
a total?
Yeah, let me look it up.
Because I feel like the total gross of that franchise is it's it's
100, yeah.
billions.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't. It's not combining them for me. I do
Okay.
have them all lined up. Last Rites is number one. I still cannot
It's
believe
wild.
that has
That
made
is
so much
wild.
money. This is just domestic though. Hold on, let me see if I can get the.
But I mean, while you do that,
yeah,
if A24 is going to branch out into comedies and dramas, and I don't see a downside for that. You know, like I think that there is a market for taking.
A24 did put out that edict that they wanted more mainstream.
They did,
movies.
which is
And
why
I
they were
think-
going after Friday the 13th.
I think this
it's a
is
mistake.
I think it's a mistake. I think this is an example of that, though.
Yeah,
This is a
pretty mainstream movie.
rom-com, but it also can't
Oh, and the
imagine.
Smashing Machine, I feel like, is them kind of going for
Yeah.
that too. With you when you get The Rock, and
I don't. But Smashing Machine is still very art house.
I don't
down
disagree,
and dirty
but
kind
but
of.
I feel like if you're getting who is arguably one of the biggest stars in the world to be in one of your, you know, that's not usually that's not the
Rock.
A24.
The Rock needed Smashing Machine.
I don't disagree.
More than The Rock is not
I
The Rock anymore.
disagree. I think the brand has a little bit of maybe needs to shine it up real nice, turn that
He
some bitch
crawled
side.
back to Fast and Furious. He didn't do that
I'm
for his
just
own
saying,
good.
I
He
think
needed that franchise.
You put him on.
Conjuring franchise is over $2.8 billion
Yeah,
combined
that's crazy.
as of September of 25.
Against a combined budget of $263 million. So
A
2.
combined. Are you talking about the Annabelle movies?
Yeah,
Yes.
9 films.
Okay.
2.7 against a 0.26 billion budget. I mean, it is insanely profitable.
10 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ROI.
yeah.
Insane.
It pays for.
All the little
Here's the thing.
failures.
If you know, with The Exorcist, real quick, and we'll get out of here. But they're getting Flanagan to write and direct this movie.
Okay.
It's not like they're getting David
know.
Gordon coming off of Halloween Kills and Ends,
I
and they're
know.
like, he's gonna
They
do
tried.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what-
it's
yeah.
like David Gordon Green's gonna do The Exorcist,
I
and
mean,
you're just kind of like,
that guy's got to be in
what?
Hollywood jail. Those last 2
100%.
Halloween movies and then The Exorcist terrible reboot. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way. What is
He deserves to be in like just real
jail? 3 strikes. That's
I wish it were that easy. Sometimes.
flat out.
go back to comedies. I loved Your Highness and all the stupid comedies. Just go back to the silly movies.
I don't know.
Those movies were fun. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was definitely, he took some big swings. Halloween, never mind. I'm not gonna start.
Yeah, don't get him started. But yeah, I like this movie.
I
I
think
think
it's-
I think the better ending is them all 3 being in Mountain World
Yeah,
and her having a chance to date both of them or whatever that ends up being.
you
I
get a
just
month
think
with Luke, you get a month with Larry.
whatever. Yeah,
do
you know,
whatever you
it's
want.
better than one of them not seeing her at all. You know,
And then
because
you get a month with Luke and Larry.
Hey,
but you know, Luke and Larry bond when she's off deciding that she doesn't
Yeah.
want to be with either of them. They get drunk. They start to kind of be friendly, and
your
they're
hair's
joking
your hair's
around.
not that bad.
Yeah, like, and so like I thought that was the in for them
Yeah.
to all be like, hey, let's just be a family. It's not your typical family, you know what I mean? But like, who writes the rules in the afterlife? Like, they have a chance to be a family unit, and none of them has to be necessarily heartbroken. I don't know, you know what I
Right.
mean? But I think that was the better choice, and I don't know why they didn't go with that.
I think they went with the more traditional happy ending.
Yeah,
You know, I think that's probably what this was.
Luke has to be heartbroken though, so it's
He
not
does.
you know what
I still
mean?
don't buy that they would get away that easily, or people would be escaping all the time.
Sure.
And so, like, I
Yeah.
did not like the ending of this movie.
Yeah.
I think having her
I
and
feel like
Larry,
they wrote themselves into a corner
Yeah,
and they didn't
sure.
know how to get out.
I think her and Larry being together is fine, but I do agree that like they make a big deal out of going through the red door and getting caught immediately,
Yeah.
and she doesn't.
All you have to do is they're in Mountain World. It seems fine at first. Then she realizes they made a mistake. And then all of a sudden she leaves him or something and goes for a walk. And who's there but Larry? Like,
Which is-
that's all you have to do. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he's there. And then Luke can still be around and whatever you make of that, or leave it open. But like, at least there's a chance.
Yeah, yep.
don't know.
Yeah,
But it was good.
It was good.
It
It was a good movie.
Funny.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was solid.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been like Groundhog level good.
Yeah.
Like,
don't disagree.
and so I felt like it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they had it. So
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess that's it for this one. Let's go around the table and everyone can say where to find them.
this is Joe. You can follow me on the Twitter at JoeyButts, BUTTS21. Also on Blue Sky, Threads, Letterboxd, all the same.
This is Kevin. Follow me on Twitter at KevinRBrackett.
And this is Tom. You can follow me on Blue Sky and Threads at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or on Facebook at facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. You can find the show online at facebook.com/Real Spoilers. While you're there, like the page, join the group, and of course, don't forget our Patreon, patreon.com/Real Spoilers. $5 a month, all sorts of bonus content, and we like you extra. So that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, Julia is on the wrong tram.
Get ready for a spoiler. Won't say it twice, 'cause we already warned you.